see how this goes. I'm excited. Since moving from our largest home in Maine to a smaller condo in Vermont with my husband and 3 out of 7 of my children and 1 out of 4 of my grandchildren, I have been on the hunt for space-saving solutions to make it all work. We've decluttered and decluttered, and we're going to be doing more decluttering. But right now, I have been looking for organizational solutions for the bare necessities. And I remembered that I had this shelf out in the garage. It was in our previous bathroom, but I never actually had the proper nesting boxes in it. That's not even the right word for it, but the right word escapes me. So I was in Walmart the other day and I saw some that I really like who have kind of a wood grain front to them. And I'm going to show you those, and I'm going to use those up in the girls' bathroom. I have 3 girls sharing a bathroom, which actually is a luxury because we have 2 full bathrooms in this home, as well as 1 half bath. We just don't have a lot of storage. So they have a lot of beauty products, and I wanted to find a solution for them. But okay, old lady goes upstairs. Here I come. Now, I didn't bother to do anything like paint that shelf or anything like that because I'm not thinking this is a long-term solution. It's just for now until I decide what we're going to get and how we're going to arrange things. So as you can see, we had some makeshift storage going on. We do have this vanity, and one of my daughters had claimed one of the drawers here already in the vanity. So the other 2 girls will each get one of the cubes. And then the top cube is one that will be shared because they have waxing tools, because that's, kids these days doing their own face waxing. So they have some waxing tools and that sort of thing, and that will go in that top one. But you see how it has kind of a wood grain, and so I liked it beside the vanity. I thought it looked really good. So right now I'm just transferring Yvonne's things from a box that she had in here to this box. My other daughter, Rachel, had things in her room, and I just told her, okay, middle box is yours, fill it at will, and so she'll do that. The only reason I'm doing this one is because the stuff was already in the bathroom. These cube organizer shelves are literally everywhere. I've seen them at Dollar General, Family Dollar, Walmart, of course on Amazon. Honestly, if you're paying more than $50 for a little 3-cube shelf like this, you're paying too much. Anywhere between $25 and $50, and then you buy the cubes separately. And it's just a very easy solution. The cubes that I have, they are cloth, not my favorite, but the front was more of a hard, I don't know, it didn't feel like cloth, even though it probably was, and it probably just had a coating on it. You can, of course, get plastic cubes. You can probably get straw cubes somewhere, but these are just very inexpensive. They're not going to last forever because they are cloth. I started to put my daughter's steamer in here. This is a face steamer, but I realized in the end it didn't fit that great. So she's going to put that, or she's going to have that in her drawer. And then we're putting all of the little waxing supplies in this cube here. So these are just a very inexpensive solution, a quick solution when you just need something fast and you don't want to overthink it. Of course, you can get these very large cube organizers for anywhere in your house. I thought about it for downstairs, getting a larger one. I know they have them, well, honestly, literally everywhere. I always go to Amazon. But isn't IKEA known for these types of organizers? I have a little bit of a hard time with them sometimes just because I am a ladybug, and sometimes even though it's in the cube, if anything is sticking above the cube, that is a problem for me. I don't want to see anything. And I think that if you have cubes for like toys and stuff, that can be a good thing. But sometimes it can be a little bit hard to organize, but definitely easier to organize than, say, a toy box. So I like that about it. I also liked this because it is very narrow, so it fit very well between the vanity and the toilet. We also have some room on the opposing wall, but I'm just taking things step by step. I am trying to shop my own house first and use what I have, and then we'll go to other things. Now you see the towels that were in the hallway on the right-hand side when I just walked through. I have a cabinet that's sitting in a box ready to be put together. And that's where we're going to be putting our towels and linen since there's no linen closet here. But I would love to know, what are your favorite bathroom storage solutions? The first solution always is to declutter. And we have already decluttered everything we can declutter. And so now it's time to find storage for the bare necessities. So there's that one. I'm taking a picture. I moved her steamer, and I always take a picture when I reorganize things, and I text it to everyone in the family so that they know where I have put things. So I'm taking a little break to check on laundry. Unfortunately, this made me sad. I had this laundry here and it wasn't completely dry, so I'm going to give it the sniff test, and it smelled fine. What happened was some towels got wrapped up in these sheets, and so they didn't get completely dry. See, there I am giving it the sniff test, and it's like, okay, it's got to go back into the dryer. It's not completely dry. The real reason I was down here, though, is because I haven't taken out, I have the little storage boxes that I had in my old house that store dryer sheets, dryer balls, laundry crystals, and laundry pods or laundry sheets. I had laundry sheets on this day, so that I just went ahead and put them in the box for laundry pods, and I wanted to get that organized. I am going to be looking at shelving and make a little laundry area, but I need my husband to draw out what is going to be the laundry area, because this is going to be a bedroom. We are still pricing out with contractors, but I think we might have found a contractor, and I'm pretty excited about it. We're waiting for his quote, but he did give us a ballpark, and it was much lower than the first person, and he has more availability, and so that makes me feel good. But this washing machine and dryer is going to move to the left, closer to you, okay? And I want to make sure I buy a unit that's going to fit. Also, I might need to wait until the laundry room is completed to do that. It might not, I might just need to, bear with it until I have a little laundry area so that I know how big the area is going to be, because it might be quite tiny and I don't really need a lot. So I don't need to be picky about it. I am dying to buy it. I shopped it out. I picked something out, and then I realized it wasn't going to work because I have a washing machine where the top comes up. It's not a front loader, it's a top loader. And I didn't even realize it was a shelf that goes over top, and I wasn't even thinking, how am I going to get my washing machine open? So this is actually the next day, and that is why you see me in a different t-shirt. Some days are so busy, all I do is one little project, like that project in the bathroom. But over time, things definitely get done. Don't be sad if you only have time for one extra thing a day, because those little things definitely add up, and you'll be shocked what you get done over time. You did not make the move. The easiest declutters is when you move and things get damaged. So those were just some dry erase sheets that I would use on my refrigerator. And honestly, I could probably put them between a few books, and they'll be just fine. But I took them out and they were all warped. I was like, all right, these are definitely going. But we're just getting things done bit by bit. And I am trying to be patient with myself and also being patient with the others around me. For example, all of the little jobs I have for my husband to do, all the little things I want done, But I'm trying to really focus on organization first. And I also really want to get into the garage very soon and get decluttering in there. But the bare necessities have to happen. You guys, this is going to be step 55 on getting my kitchen organized the way I like it. So I had the problem of these oils spilling, and I tried a couple different solutions that I didn't feel good about. Now I am putting this little plastic tray in here. It was actually the top of a 9x9 baking sheet when you get the ones that are disposable. In the end, I don't stick with it, and I end up just putting tinfoil on the bottom of this cabinet. You'll notice that in a future little clip. But, I'm probably going to buy something for this. I don't know. But I just keep trying something. I don't want to put the oils and vinegars in the Lazy Susan in the bottom cabinet. I like where they are right now. And I don't want to add a lot of weight to the Lazy Susan because those built-in Lazy Susans, I don't feel like they handle weight very much. So here's some self-care for you. And after that, I have another kitchen organization that I'm so excited about. So stay tuned for that. But part of self-care is making sure that you have healthy meals to eat. Part of me being on the health plan, the food plan that works for me, is to watch my carb intake. And that can be hard to do when no one else in the family is really doing that. So I had some time on this day, which is Saturday. This is yet day 3. And I wanted to see what I could get done here. And I am making up some turkey burger for myself. This is my favorite turkey burger. It's like 99% fat-free. It's the Shady Brook. So the portion I'm not using, I am dividing up. I was using half of the package, and we usually divide it up into fourths. My daughter Rachel is the only other person to eat the turkey burger, and this is the size she likes to do it. So I am just wrapping it in the saran wrap, and I'm popping it in a freezer bag, and we'll go ahead and put that in the freezer. And then I'm using the other half so that I can make 2 meals for myself. I can just divide it up between 2 different nights. And I have shown this on my channel so many times. This is my own little thing. I love goulash. When I first started making this, I would use cauliflower rice in place of the pasta. But I realized that I don't actually miss the pasta. What I liked most was the hamburger mixture. So I used the ground turkey burger, and I used the extra lean. I usually use a green bell pepper, but on this day I didn't have one, but I did have this red bell pepper. So I'm chopping up a pepper, and I'm aiming most often at 1.5 cups of vegetables. I think that's what I'm doing. I think that's right. And so between the red bell pepper and the rouse or raos, I don't know what you call it. I don't know what to call it. Marinara sauce, which is a lower sugar marinara sauce. Also, Trader Joe's has a lower sugar marinara sauce. But if rouse is very expensive, but if you just, usually your own store will have a brand right beside the rouse that is a carbon copy, and then you don't have to spend so much money on it, but it does taste super duper good. So all I do is I cook up the ground turkey, and I saute the red bell pepper. Actually, I saute the red bell pepper first, then I put in the turkey, then I throw in some sauce and, some seasonings and call it a day. And I love that for a meal. It's actually one of my favorite meals. So I was putting this in a dish that I could have in the refrigerator, and that is 2 meals. And then I'm also going to do a shrimp dish that I'm going to show you, and I will actually show you the spice mixture on that one. This one is just, it's spaghetti sauce, but it's very burger heavy. And if you really do need pasta, hearts of palm actually can substitute as pasta, but it is vegetable based. I don't really get into the higher protein pastas because if you look at the carb count, it is still quite high. So I don't do that. But this was actually very relaxing, and having a little meal prep, what that enables me to do is on a night when I'm tired, and I am usually tired at supper time, if it's a night that I am cooking for the family, I can just heat mine up in the microwave and I can cook them whatever they want to eat. That's one way I do it. Another way might be for me to make something for the whole family that is high protein, low carb, and then if they want to add bread or rice or potatoes on the side, they can do that and I can just eat it as I made it. That's another way to do it, but I find in this season it's just easier for me. Sometimes I'll even eat mine ahead of time, and if we're all eating together, I'll sit with the family while they eat. But sometimes if I'm super hungry, I'll just go ahead and eat and then make theirs, and I'm able to concentrate better on a full belly that's got some protein in it, because a lot of times when I get tired in the afternoon, I'm really craving the protein and I'm dehydrated. I need to get some water going, all of the things. I'd love to know, do you do any food prep for yourself? Do you do it a certain day of the week? Is it something that you're doing for yourself all the time? Would it benefit you to do that? I find having something ready ahead of time is so helpful. Having freezer meals for the family would be amazing. What I have been doing is getting some freezer favorites that are pre-packaged to get me through this season. So Trader Joe's has some great stuff in their freezer section. We love them, or my family loves the mini tacos. They love the tamales, but they also have some vegetable mixes that we also got, with some that are a little bit more unusual, or vegetables that you might not see in a veggie mix in your own grocery store. So they went to Trader Joe's together and just had the best time picking things out. Also, just like the Stouffer's lasagna, my girls also love the Stouffer's mac and cheese, and also DiGiorno and other pizza companies will make the single serve pizza. So that's another staple. So when kids are busy with jobs and such, it's just really great to have something quick. And also I wanted the freedom, like if my husband and I go out to dinner, I wanted the freedom where they would have something quick. Now my oldest daughter, she's 27 and she has a lot of food sensitivities. And she's been cooking for herself since she was like 14 years old. She's always been in the kitchen cooking. And so she generally will make her own if our meal plans don't work for her. When I'm really on top of things, I can think of things that the whole family can eat. But sometimes when I get tired or life is busy, I do forget. Hey, one thing I wanted to do is I got a comment on one of my videos where I had said something I liked about my condo, and someone said, it feels good, or it's great to hear you say something positive about your new home. And I was like, oh my goodness, because I'm talking a lot about downsizing, I realize I probably am coming across on the negative side. While I'm cooking here today, I just wanted to tell you all of the things that I am loving about being here, and I love it so much. First of all, the area. I love having two drugstores, two hardware stores, a grocery store, pediatrician, doctor's office, veterinarian, all within 3 to 5 minutes from my home. Oh my goodness, not to mention a car wash and a place where I can donate the things that I declutter. It's actually a restore, but it's set up like a Goodwill, and then it has a room for furniture. I don't even think they have building supplies, but I do want to keep an eye on the furniture and visit regularly in case I find some. My daughter-in-law found the nicest outdoor table at this restore, so I do want to keep my eye on it. Also, we are 10 minutes from the highway. Hello, 10 minutes from the highway that takes us straight into Burlington. I absolutely love Burlington. We are 5 minutes from my son and his family, so that is a huge blessing. So we are 25 minutes from our church. We're happy about that. We're going to a really great church. Actually, my son is the pastor. So we're just loving getting to know people. Now, the actual condo, I actually love I joke about the train that goes by behind us, but I actually love the train, and I race to the window to see it and to see if it's a cargo train or a passenger train. I love the back deck. I have been loving the autumn leaves surrounding the back deck. And I'm looking forward to putting a table out there in the spring so that we can have a lot of meals outside. I do love the size of this condo. I feel like it is much more manageable. I was getting to a place where the house we were in was feeling out of reach to me, if that makes sense. It just felt like more house than I wanted to take care of, whereas this is much more suited. I love the open concept. This countertop that I am working on right now is open to the living room. So you can imagine if there is company, I can be preparing food and chatting with people. Also, I can see the TV if I want to watch a movie or if I'm watching a YouTube video while I work. I can see it from that countertop, which I have done and I have enjoyed. I love that there's a microwave over this stove. I'm a little nervous about a gas stove, but I'm loving it. There's some definite pros to having a gas stove. And I love that the person who owned this condo decided to do a brand new kitchen before he put it up for sale. The cabinets are a much higher quality than the cabinets that I had in our home that I had picked out. And I love having a granite countertop. And if I would have picked a countertop for myself, I definitely would have picked this one. It's like my old one in the other house, except that instead of having little flecks of gray, it has like the marbling and it's so pretty. Okay, so there you see that dish and I'm gonna let it cool down. I'm also putting on some eggs. I'm gonna boil some eggs. If I get really, really hungry, and I'm on Optivia, but if I get super hungry, then I will have a hard-boiled egg because it's just such a healthy protein to have. And I am actually sipping on some Optivia soup as I work. I was defrosting shrimp, so I got it started in the microwave, and then I'm just going to put it in warm water to get them so that I can take the little tails off. I like to get the fully cooked shrimp. Okay, my daughter just walked by because she was emptying the cat boxes in the basement, and she likes to wear a mask because they smell bad, and she doesn't like to breathe that in. Anyway, as I continue, what was I saying? Oh, I need to get them thawed. I like to get the fully cooked shrimp. I don't usually get the raw shrimp. So this was actually 2 bags of large. I hadn't noticed they were large, but I actually enjoyed it because they were nice and meaty. And you'll see me do a little bit of prep with Yvonne. Okay, it's ready to go into the refrigerator. So I'm getting these tails off. You're going to hear some conversation with Yvonne. I know that some of you who are regulars like to kind of hear those normal family conversations. So I do like to include them. And she's always game. You know, she's not a shy girl. She loves the camera. She loves to hang out. She keeps telling me, but we haven't gotten to it. She's like, I need to show my room to our friends. She's like, I need their advice. So one of these days, I'm actually going to get it's going to work out timing wise between the two of us. And I'm actually going to get a camera in her room so she can show you all the things. She's about ready to order a new bed. I'm getting all 3 girls a new bed. So I love that. So I love the setup of this condo. I love that we have 3 bathrooms, 2 full bathrooms. It is life-changing. And I feel like it's just a good enough size, but a very manageable size for us. And I feel like it's going to be so much fun once I'm done organizing and get to the decorating phase.
Good morning, guys. It is 40 degrees outside. Mom has the window open. My arms are tucked in my shirt, and I am by the fireplace. So today I'm making shrimp scampi. Here I am putting a whole lot of oil.
Yep.
Then here I am just moving the oil around.
Trying to start a fire.
Yes, like usual.
Yep.
Then here I am adding the shrimp, even though my pan's not ready and I just turned it on.
Gas stove, baby. That's what it's like to get on gas.
Okay. Then here I am walking away from the stove.
Put the plate in the trash. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Here she is judging me.
I'm not judging you, girl. I'm just...
Don't let that judgment make you think I'm judging you.
I'm just doing a voiceover for you.
Yeah.
Trying to help you.
A judgy voiceover.
Okay.
That's what I'll name the video.
Yeah.
It'll probably trend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Scarlet.
Then here I am getting distracted with my grocery order.
Yep.
So I'm putting down garlic.
Yep.
Then here I am struggling to get a spoon out. And this is me not measuring how much garlic to put.
Measure with your heart.
Then here I am singing with my crusty morning voice. And here I am spreading salt on my shrimp.
And here I am getting the cat off the counter. Mr. I smell
Shrimp.
seafood.
And here I am adding some peppers. While also pretending to know what I'm doing.
Yep. Fake it till you make it, baby.
And here I am not remembering, old lady brain.
Because you've memorized recipes.
And here I am making fun of Yvonne, even though she is not feeling good.
Why? What's wrong with you?
No, I'm fine.
Besides being cold,
Yeah.
you'll be hot later.
And here I am putting some red pepper flakes.
That way people won't eat it.
And here I am putting some lemon juice.
Yeah.
You want to go house shopping?
House shopping?
Yeah.
Oh, shopping for stuff for the house. No.
So you don't want to go anywhere today?
I'm tired. It's been a long week.
Then here I am putting Italian seasoning while telling Yvonne that I don't want to do anything but sit down. It's some really good voiceover.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have to edit this.
Wow, made it
Onion
white.
powder.
Did you add butter in there?
Mm-hmm. Then here I am adding some onion powder.
I'm dumping it in by mistake. Because I don't even think that's the top for this.
Oh. Guys, if I knew Jabari was going to sleep this long, I would have gone back to sleep. I thought he was just going to take a little 30-minute nap. Here is Leo again.
Problem I don't want him up here because we have a gas stove. And I don't want him to light his tail on fire or his face.
Yeah, I was going to say. Your girlfriend's tired.
You or me?
You.
Oh, yep, I know.
I mean, I am too, but...
Moving's a big adjustment. And getting used to your new life.
I am getting out some Parmesan cheese with my 1/4 cup.
Mm-hmm. It's my first meal prep in my new house.
What?
My first real prepping meals for myself. Got to get back on the healthy train so I can get some more energy.
Yep, something like that. Like meal plating? Is that what you mean?
Well, for myself, yeah.
Oh, that's all good. Here I am not thinking about my kids.
Well, I can share. I said you could have some.
And here I am putting a whole...
I should make some rice and you could have some rice for lunch.
Yeah.
These are large shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
Large. You don't really have shrimp to eat this because it's meaty.
Should I wake Jabari up?
When did he go down?
Like 10.
When do you want him to go down again? I mean, you know he's kind of catching up because he didn't take a good nap yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's true. Never mind.
Right, my eggs. Ouch, ouch.
I don't know, guys. Trying to do these schedules is hard work.
Yep. I would at least recommend, if you're hungry, you have some lunch first before you wake them up. Otherwise, you can't eat because you woke them up. Just so you know, with her and I, it's all in good fun. We love to give each other a hard time. Okay, so what I'm doing with the shrimp is actually, it's an Optivia recipe, but I'm tweaking it. So it called for 1 medium spaghetti squash. I'm not doing that. I'm going to add a side salad when I eat it. So for the shrimp, it was 2.5 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 clove of garlic, and I measure garlic with my heart, people. 1 3/4 pounds of cooked peeled deveined shrimp, 1 cup cherry tomatoes halved, which I did not include. Again, those will be in my salad. A half teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of dried parsley. Now, I did not have dried parsley in this moment, so I had to substitute Italian seasoning. A half teaspoon of onion powder, a quarter teaspoon of salt, a quarter teaspoon of pepper, and a quarter of a cup of Parmesan cheese, shredded Parmesan cheese. So I was just using the kind in the can that's pre-grated, but you could use a fresh Parmesan. That would have tasted so good because you guys, this tasted so incredible. I really, really loved it. I've already at the that was what I ate first. So I was going to say when I'm doing this voiceover, it's already gone. And I'm just trying to be very diligent with this stove since it is new, to be cleaning it every single day. And I'm using an all-purpose cleaner, and you're going to see me spray directly on the gas stove. And I just was reading today, don't do that. Probably something to do with the flame, I don't know, the pilot, but spray your cloth. And also, I try to just use water whenever I can, like warm water. And I'm reading mild soap. Frigidaire also puts out a stove top cleaner, but always do a test spot with these types of stoves because they can be delicate. See what I'm doing? Don't do that. I left it in here, but I'm going to tell you before you tell me, this is not a good idea. Do not spray cleaner directly on your cooktop gas stove. So I'm also trying to remember whenever we use the inside of the stove, the oven, to just give it a quick wipe down when we're done. And I want to see if I can just keep it clean and never have to do a heavy, deep scrub of it. Oh my goodness, would that ever make me happy? As I already alluded to, this was my meal prep, and then kind of buying some quick meals for my daughters and my husband if he sees anything was their meal prep. And so my husband right now, he loves to explore new areas. We had never been to the Trader Joe's, so he had agreed to take the girls to Trader Joe's. So actually they did a grocery store run first and then came back home. Then they went out to Trader Joe's and to Walmart. And the girls had a blast. He really enjoyed it too. And I had fun getting to be home all by myself, just me and the 2 cats. So you're going to see what I did with my spare time when I got done with this meal prepping. And it just felt so good. And then they came home and got to choose their own meals, which was great for them. In previous clips, you saw boxes on the kitchen floor that I meant to address with you. Oh yeah, they're over there still. You just can't see them. That's kind of just, I bring stuff out, I set it down, I empty the boxes, and then the boxes sit there until they get broken down. We got to figure out our local dump, and I know I can bring the cardboard there. I have a ton of cardboard, the boxes that we have broken down, and I need to bring them and recycle them, and we just haven't gotten to it, but that would give us some space right there in the garage. I also love having a garage. I'm going to think about this. Okay, there was a short stint where my husband was an assistant pastor over youth where we lived in a parsonage, and there was a garage there. I don't ever remember parking a car in it though. But other than that, I've never had a house with a garage, so that's going to be very exciting. There is some space at the very back of the garage, where it shares a wall with the house, that I'll be able to keep some tall shelves once we get everything cleared out and decluttered. And of course, my daughter Rachel, she's going to be moving to the basement when it's done. All of her stuff is in there. We also have stuff that is Jabari's for when he is older that I need to condense. Then there's stuff that need to be decluttered that I keep talking about but haven't gotten to because it's just, I've got to get the things that we use every single day organized and I am starting to really feel like this is home. And I feel like, especially after what you're going to see me do in a minute, it's definitely feeling better, and I feel like I have everything I need at my fingertips, and now it's just a matter of improving and finding more small home storage solutions, which actually is a blast. I could not be happier. So we are just loving everything about this home. Okay, I got this embroidery kit, and I'm so glad I got a small one because they are Christmas ornaments, because you're going to see how little I get done. So the family's gone. I'm all alone in the house, and I'm putting on a Lifetime original movie, All the Feels. It's actually a thriller. It really wasn't scary, and it was very predictable, which is just what I need because I can't do too scary, you guys. I'm kind of a wimp. But getting the threads, I forgot how much time it takes to get the threads separated on a cross stitch. And so it's counted cross stitch. I used to do these when I was young. And it's just, I thought, oh, let's see, Julie here on the channel, our friend in the comments section and one of my members, she does cross stitch, and I've seen hers on Facebook, and just beautiful work. And it inspired me as well. I don't put a knot in the bottom of my thread. Let me know if you put a knot in the bottom of your thread. What I do is you hold it down, and as you do stitches, the end tail gets covered. That way you don't have a lot of knots on the back. That's going to be bumpy. But I'm telling myself it's okay not to be perfect. And I am kind of relearning how to do cross stitch. So I'm starting from the center and moving out. Usually there's like arrows, and you follow the arrows to the center, and that's where you start. So that's what I did. I know one of you was also going to start cross stitching, had asked if I would show it when I do it. And honestly, if you haven't done it in a long time, let your daily goals be tiny, because I can't believe how little I got done, but I really enjoyed it. It was very, very relaxing. I find little hand projects like that really settle my mind well. So I also have like an end table beside me, and under the end table is some adult coloring books. I have a Halloween one and a Christmas one. I've set the diamond painting aside for now. I'm sure once I get things more organized, I'll bring that back out again. I want to get some end tables that have storage in them. I want to keep Jabari's toys in one, and then my little hand projects in another. So that will make it super easy. I like to have things hidden. So I originally was going to get a basket for Jabari's toys, but between his baby furniture and cat beds, I already feel like there's a lot going on in here. So I don't want more open storage. After an hour and a half, that is all I got done. And here's the back. But you know what? I've already decided the back's going to get covered, so I don't care what it looks like. My shelf came in for the top of the stove. This will go across the back of the stove. One of you made a great point that having it on the back of the stove could mean that my spices could, lost my glasses, my spices could get oily, the containers, so we're just going to have to see if that happens. I will be your guinea pig, because I had already bought it by the time that comment came. So anyway, I got stainless steel so it'll go with the stove, and it has magnets on it. All right, I really need to find my glasses. See, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 magnets. So let's see how this goes. I'm excited. the idea is it's going to sit right here, and this is like beveled back a little bit, but I read reviews and it shouldn't be a problem. I also got these little dot magnets because the idea is, since they're adhesive, is to put them on the bottom of my spices. That way I don't have to worry about them sliding around on this. Uh-oh. They came off of here too easy. No! Here I was thinking I was so cool. I'm not so cool after all. All right, that's okay. It's okay. Just get these back where they go. Oh my goodness, you guys. I cracked myself up. I'm dog tired. It's 4:30. I don't usually do stuff after 4. But my family went to Trader Joe's. And so I was like, okay, it's an opportunity for me to have a little fun. Okay, I see there's already 2 magnets on here. So let's see what it says. 2 sets of double-sided compatibility kit include. These can be used as shims to bring the stove shelf level if your stove slants forward or backward. To use, attach one or both sets on top of your stove in a perpendicular orientation from the magnets. Then set the stove shelf onto your stove, ensuring the magnets are both making with both the shims and the top of your stove. Well, I'm going to try it without this first. Oh, okay. So I guess they use them as kind of like a leveler. Of course, my battery is threatening me as we speak. Oh wow, this sticks so good. This just like grabs. That's a strong magnet. Oops. I want it to be even. All right. One more time. Is that even? I think that looks even. Whoa, you guys. Does that not look like it was always there? So, this is how things are going to go. I think it's going to be perfect. All right, I'm going to start with ones we use all of the time, which are pretty much in this lazy Susan. What I'm going to do is I also kind of want to use the pretty ones. To me, these are pretty. This one, not so much. So let's start with the pretty ones. I'm looking at these and I'm like, I don't use any of these, but I do. That's not really true. All right, let me get out my other ones. I also just got some new ones today. I got parsley and basil. All right, so get my little stickers. Hopefully these magnets work out great, but I think they're going to. They're stuck to my knife as we speak. All right. And then, you know, you can move them around too, like, okay, chili powder. We definitely use chili powder all the time. One thing I will say is that this is beveled. Oh, but it still seems to grab. I could have stuck it to the back, but then it's not going to stick very well. Basil. Onion powder. Yeah, so I would say because my stove kind of tips back a little, I probably do not even need these magnets. But I bought them, I'm using them. Oregano. Right here with Italian herbs. Parsley. And ginger. I'm interested to see how many of these are going to fit too. Yeah, I don't think I need the magnets, but coriander. Oh, you have 2 corianders. All right. I'll put the one that's more empty up. Yeah, that's not even effective. I don't think the magnets were necessary on the bottoms. Paprika. The coriander here. Yeah, I'm going to take off the magnets because honestly, they're not sticking. That was a waste of money. But I can probably find another use for them. Maybe on my refrigerator or something, I don't know. On the back of photos or something that I might want to put on my fridge. I think my family's going to be very excited about this. I don't blame the magnets because the bottom of my spices, they like bevel up. They're kind of a little bit cup shaped. So if you're going to do something like this, like put magnets on the bottom of your spices, make sure that you have containers that are flat on the bottom. Yeah, they don't even stay on the bottom of the spices. So luckily I don't need them. Put the ugly ones on the edges because we do use them. Mexican oregano. Garlic pepper. Garam masala. There we go. Those are the faves. And now I can take the ones out of here and put them in my Lazy Susan. This is really about, like, I'm in a smaller kitchen, less cabinet space. So it's about finding solutions for this house that work for us. And for that reason, I'm pretty excited about it. Feeling like it's a definite improvement. And then I have more cabinet space for the things that we need to store, like small appliances. I have room to spare here, so I can put my salt and pepper, or most of them in here, like that. And then all I have is my spare salt. And there we go. I could have probably maybe put one more spice here on either end, but I don't really want to risk anything falling off. So we're going to leave it like this. I'm going to leave it like that. So now these two are empty. Then I have my oils and my vinegar here. Over here, I put the short little one there, you know, and then I also have this top one that's in. And then we have all of our favorites here. Thanks for spending your time with me. Remember, God loves you, I love you too, and I can't wait to see you next time.